What's up, everyone? We're gonna do some more Monster Con today, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully good. Hopefully good. Yep, more or less. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Bold suggestion saying that I'm gonna date Dracula. That would be that would be pretty cool. I can't say anything. I'm an agent of chaos, and by an agent of chaos, I mean I roll with the flow. Uh, but I'm not objective fantasy vibes, so sure. That would be very kind. Uh, I don't know. Maybe if you made me first place, I would allow myself bugs. Uh, I give you my non-existent pinky because I don't know how to use toggles, and I don't have a pinky toggle regardless. Oh, Necro, or you're going last place? True. Maybe I'll swap to, I don't actually remember the canon name for little voidy dude. I can be yellow on occasion. Um, let's take a look. I do like villains winning because villains are cool. What do you mean by that? And it would be. I think it's kind of cool if the heroes always win Oso, because I have no beliefs. And then Yaoi. Oh, that's what you meant. You you really like boats, huh? Hell yeah. I love capitalism. Clown. Clown, top pick. And then second pick, not that guy. Clown, and then I want the executive. The old man executive. I like him. And then, this very sad and tearful, gay boy. We all love the executive. Coffee, because I want to see if it's coffee shop AU. That would be very funny. Wow, I get to go first, and I'm very fun. I'll keep being very fun. And I'm the comic relief. So true. Honk honk. You sit down to play a very complicated European board game. You don't want to make a fool of yourself, so you pick up the manual and start reading. Days pass, seasons change. Cities crumble and are covered in sand. When you finish the manual, you'll find yourself alone in an empty post-apocalyptic wasteland. Just kidding, you fell asleep. But what you did to get rid of the manual was plus 2 fun. You, Liam, Omen, and April are playing a game together when you're surrounded by monsters in suits with legal pads at the ready. Hello, are you interested in participating in a focus group? Just sign these NDAs and we'll give you free candy. No thanks, we're busy right now. Nobody can say no to free candy. You all signed into the NDAs, except Liam, but you just forged his signature and pocket his share of the candy. What are your opinions on the WCU? At what point did you start to lose interest in it? Asking when I lost interest in it implies that I never had interest in it at all. WCU movies are all cookie-cutter common denominator drivel. I liked them for a while, but sometimes a good thing has to die in order to stay good, you know? Excuse me, we're not going to do your job for you. Oh, yay, I love it when random things suddenly become my problem. Well, all they said is they needed new material, not that it had to be good. Pitch a new cinematic universe to invest in. Hmm. Sophocles' beat tragedies reimagined as zany comedies of error, or trains pulling into a station. I gotta give it to. Mm, mm. I think trains pulling into a station. We need more trains. Bash. That might be the greatest idea you've ever had. Is it though? But train pulling into a station didn't even have a plot. That's what makes it so great. No plot, no dialogue, just vibes. The train cinematic universe will reinvent what it means to be a movie. But what will the sequel even be called? Easy. Train pulling out of a station. Ooh, our consumer data has proven that our target demographic loves pulling out. Don't tell me you two are actually into this idea.
If the viewers want trains, we'll give them trains. It'll surely be cheaper to make them than superhero fight sequences.
You know, April, a popular idol like yourself could easily land a starring role in train pulling out of a station. I'll book you an audition. Yeah, lucky me. Looks like the TCU will soon be pulling into a theater near you. You gain 2 creativity, but lose 2 fun. The sexy. You suddenly realize your phone is dead. Good thinking you at the mortuary. You understand why someone's selling chargers. You want to buy one, but you feel bad about buying something so not nerdy. The vendor sighs and draws an ubu face on the charger. Sold! You gain +2 charm for your kawaii phone charger. One of the booths sets up a card game to attract attendees, but the claw machine was way more profitable than whatever game they were selling, so now it's just that. Doug, Liam, and Nico are here. They seem totally hooked on the machine. Lol. Mesmerizing. Now, get the dolphin with the chef hat. Not because I long to invite him into my Michelin-starred animal tea party, just because it looks challenging for you. I am more than happy to go for a clown. Doug expertly grabs the dolphin plushie, but when he lifts the claw, you see a funny little man with a disapproving frown on his triangular face. Hey, what are you doing? This is my house. Stop taking my furniture. I'm Splunk Douglas, the grenade gnome. How dare you awaken me from my 100-year slumber? I don't understand anything. Why are you only mad at us? Don't people take things from your house all the time?
Poor little triangle baby, all alone, trapped in find you a home.
This is his home, Nico. Aren't you listening?
Never.
Well, if we really want Bonk Douglas out of this claw machine, I'm sure Necro has some ideas. Bad ideas, but ideas.
Ideas are great. What are you talking about? I'm definitely not Dustball sexy.
Or you can make him insurance fraud.
I'm gonna swap him with a baby, because that seems like the right thing to do. Put a baby in a claw machine.
It's certainly an idea, but where are we going to get a baby disguise on such a short notice? Hey, stop it! That's my baby outfit from when I was a baby! Doug pulls Splunk and the baby costume out of the claw machine, and after zipping the little guy into it, so he can't move, it's off to the hospital.
Hello, hospital. It's me, doctor. Someone must have dropped this baby outside. I'm here to return it to its baby bed. Oh no. What's this? Another baby is already in this bed? I'll just grab that one and take it to, central baby storage.
The security at this hospital is truly astounding. You head back to the convention, but suddenly you realize you've still got a whole baby you need to take care of.
Why don't we put it in the claw machine? Yes.
Well, it's currently unoccupied, and I'm told babies have a predilection for soft things.
And it'll make a great prize after all. What prize is more precious than the miracle of life? So,
You and your friends dump the baby in the claw machine. Good riddance. You gain 2 creativity for your clever ruse, but lose 2 charm for leaving a baby in a claw machine.
no, that's one of the sexiest things I've ever done.
Not according to the game. The Heart Puncher. Since you have some time off, you decide to hone your drawing skills by drawing some fan art. You draw in Son Goku, but you give him boobs. What a creative reinterpretation! Then you draw Splash Kaboom with a twist. You add booms and name it Splash Kaboobs. You're on a roll! Finally, you draw Misato from Evangelion. You turn her into a green-skinned biomechanical symbiote and make her blonde. And you also give her a second pair of boobs. You deserve 2 creativity from your successful boob storming. Now you're waiting in line to get into the con, but there's a commotion up ahead, and for once it's not your fault.
Sorry, but you can't enter the con with a weapon.
Come on, just let me bring it in. It's part of my cosplay. That's fair, but we let people in with swords and axes and stuff. Why is this different?
Pretty sure there's a difference between a rubber sword and an AK-47.
Okay, so it's a dangerous weapon, and it's a cosplay. Which one overrides the other?
Guys, this is obviously a Schrodinger's cosplay weapon situation. It's impossible to know if this is a weapon or a cosplay unless or until it's used for violence. We shared the open fire.
Are you kidding me? This nerd shit makes my head hurt. All of you make my head hurt. And as much as you love to discuss this all day, you have a con to attend. Convince the gods to move this gunman along so you can get in. And if we don't take risks, we won't get rewards. I love rewards. Let's do it. This is stupid. Shenru's argument makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, but what do you want more, Liam? To be right or to get into the con?
Liam has something akin to a seizure trying to come up with an answer to that. Why are we even doing a whole choose between two wacky options trying to help someone sneak a gun into the con?
Is that why we do anything?
You don't speak for me. Liam the Lioncourt does not condone lols.
It's good to know that I can legally bring my daggers to the convention for the purpose of
No, woman, that is not the takeaway.
let's agree. Okay, between here as long as you use it as cosplay and not as a weapon. Merely use it to help some strangers cosplay.
Omen! You all enter the con with as many weapons as the god will allow, which is all of them apparently. You gain 2 boldness, but lose 2 creativity for, I don't know, allowing a gunman to enter. Okay. I have been told to conform, but I don't like that, so instead I'll choose,
Character. One that I haven't picked. Because I like being right.
I'll choose Hans Gruber from Die Hard.
Dang, I keep thinking about Bill Gates.
Like Hans Gruber from Die Hard. Hell yeah.
I love constant attention. Lightning McQueen.
We've chosen 2 vehicles and 1 mildly okay criminal. Well, do we count, moral conundrums from trying to ride a car? Send is automatically. Actually, no. No, I feel like I'd be more concerned if Hans Gruber from Die Hard was my Uber driver, so yeah, it's Necro me. Oh, it,
Yeah, my name is
oh,
Ethan. This is
oh wait, are they having to drive a car? I was thinking if they are the transportation, they could provide the transportation. In which case, I think Thomas the Tank Engine gets used as, a train, more than Lightning McQueen gets used as a car.
but Uber drivers are also on set tracks, while it's an Uber car that's set meeting facility.
Hmm.
They don't even need roads anymore.
Hmm.
Lightning McQueen number one. The Chow.
Alright, I'd believe it. I don't know. Is Thomas the Tank Engine being made to drive a car?
That would be hilarious, but I don't think so. Unless the tank engine can drive a car, he just can't fit inside logistically.
So then he would be the worst Uber driver then.
But what if he's an Uber driver that's just on rails, which makes him
That's just called a train.
yeah, what's a train ran Uber driver? What if it was just an Uber?
I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that I don't think that's how trains
What
work.
does Uber do? You pay the Uber driver to take you somewhere. What do trains do? You pay the train to take you somewhere. What is not Uber?
Uh no, he fucking robs the Nakanomi Plaza or whatever.
I'm pretty sure he shoots and then takes cars.
Yeah, yeah, but cause he's no, no, it's cause he's a cock.
Maybe.
Oh wait, are you talking? Oh wait, it's the guy that's the boss, not the guy who's like, "Hey Hans Gruber, I want to be your best friend." I,
Yeah, that's the other guy who definitely deserves it.
yeah, and he's a cock, so he deserved it. I mean, he was a terrorist. What? Why was he a terrorist? Was it because he's cool, or was it because he was a Nazi?
He was pretending to be a terrorist, but he's actually just a thief.
Oh, okay. So he's just a thief. So he just needed money. So that's not exactly reprehensible in my book. But also, he wasn't broke, so yeah, I guess Thomas the Tank Engine wins, and I take third once again. More or less,
Thomas the Tank Engine.
this is only furthering my theory that I'm actually just cursed.
Kind of get it. The problem is I pulled a card for him named Thomas the Tank Engine. Gotta know the other names of the other characters if Thomas the Tank Engine and Mr. Freeze.
I mean, I don't know if stats necessarily matter as long as you play to your stats, so you could do anyone. You could even prevent me from dating Liam or April, thus forcing me to be on my uh self aura maxing journey.
I'm gonna go sit with Liam and we got Nico ending yet.
We've got an Inigo ending, but it was also just because I always tend to cheat. If I can't pick a character I want, I just go to the random ending option, which is
I'm
sitting
gonna
by
go
us.
to. I guess I'll go for Liam since I don't want to talk about it. Oh, hey, look at that. We got all of them. Bizarre adventure. Game Master Liam. We got both of those endings. What do you have in common, those names? I'm gonna go out for lunch. I want JoJo JoJo references. Or wait, we already did that last episode. Hold on.
Yeah, I did that.
We didn't go to
I feel like new endings prioritizes new scenes, IMO.
I don't think I think
You can get the standard Liam ending, though. You and Liam watch a vintage black and white movie together. Liam's full of fun facts about the film, such as that actor did unspeakable amounts of cocaine on the set, and I think this movie is bad. We stand an info dumping king. No.
I don't think so. But I did want to do it.
Do you want to talk to Sen, Necro? You invite Necro to Gerard to join you at the con. Our Arrow Ace King? Anyways, I'm gonna go sit with a clown. Is that April's egg? I can't actually tell. Well, what does the note say? Suitors. So I don't think we gotten that one. I'll go for it. We'll go for lunch. You and April go out to a restaurant. You two are having a lovely lunch till the desserts come in. April has ordered a pie, the clownest of all desserts, and you got deviled eggs, because you're a weirdo. April then freezes there, staring directly into your eggs. It looks like she has remembered something. After a split second, she goes back to normal and dives into her pie, face first. It's a lovely lunch, but still strange. I may or may not have gotten the worst thing of all, repeat ending. You dive into comic work again. You're excited. Since the other day, you had an idea for a kick-ass new character. You gotta admit, this character is secretly based on a friend of yours, so first give them a call to check if they're okay with you using their likeness. Horse! Horse spotted. Yay. Hmm. Huh. Well, I do like cheating at card games, because card games. But also I like it pants. But also poetry mentioned. Let's see, 8-ball. They both said an edge, so I'll choose poetry. No, I wouldn't I would make my own mayonnaise and sell it. I would sell first-hand mayonnaise. What? The moment. What? What does that mean?
Steve knows at the moment is here. That's some real freshman or title name. I'm gonna go to sexy.
You find a cool shirt you like in a commercial stand. It costs 3.99 monster dollars. Then you buy a cool sign for 2.99 monster dollars. Then a set of anime badges for 1.99 monster dollars. Then you buy a pack of gum for 0.99 monster dollars. Damn it, you have 4 loose coins jingling in your pocket. It's annoying as fuck. Lucky you'll find a shady guy who whispers, give it to me. I'll give you +2 charm. You feel dirty for doing this for some reason, but you got stats, and your pockets aren't jingling anymore. How does that man make profit? You and your friends are browsing Artist Alley, compared to the lewd emoji sculptures you just passed. Finding a foot fetish art stand is downright tame.
Hi, man. Good afternoon. Does anything catch your eye? Everything's on sale. Not to me. I've got other pieces you might like. I could even try hand if you want. No, never mind. We still make you raw hand. What about teeth? You like teeth, right? I've got lots of teeth I can sell you. No thanks. Related question. You okay? Oh, I suppose you caught me for today. Get it. Occasionally, the free hand of the market becomes a prude and wants to stop fondling the free feet of the market. Ew, I hate hands.
Your plight is universal, my friend. You're suffering from what many are to suffer today.
Being cringe?
Well, that too, but I was gonna say being broke.
Either way, I can relate. Don't worry, Mr. Beaner. I promise you never all of my deals will help get you
You don't feel like ruining Doug's image of you today. How can you help this artist turn his craft into a viable business?
you know, ruin Doug's image of me.
Big feet. That sounds appealing in some way to me. Almost, it would be perfect for clown shoes.
Okay. We're dropping the new fan service. Anime girl waifus with big feet. Let's go. Ooh, kinky.
Hmm, it has a certain logic to it. Back in the day, anime wasn't just oversaturated with big titty waifus.
Maybe everything's changed, which is artists change It's worth a try.
The feet artist draws a cute anime girl with disproportionately enormous feet.
Yes, it's exactly what I never knew I needed.
I don't know, isn't it a bit weird?
Maybe the first time someone with big boobs likes you and also with the big beard. But now everybody loves it. Who can resist these pussies? Getting a vomit off those beautiful souls. I admit, this girl has big stuff on me, though.
You all high five with your feet, as is thematically appropriate. You gain 2 fun and lose 2 smarts for, I don't know. Not putting that waifu in clown shoes. You sit down to watch a panel about a new proposed TTRPG classes. Like the Scion. But I don't care. There's a tons of cool options, like insurance salesman, horse with knife shoes, and Steve. Your mind is bursting with new TTRPG world-building ideas to counter Steve's naturally overpowered abilities, giving the +2 smarts. Linton, Steve. Later, you finally get to meet with everybody's favorite pathetic wet rag of a man, Gerard. You're exploring the con together, but he seems upset. Like, more so than usual.
I'm not fucking okay. As you might know, I'm still getting over nothing later. So I guess what being at this convention is beginning to reopen old wounds.
That tracks. All day you've seen posters for fans of the Coven meetups. The Coven's seasons 1 through 6, watch parties, joyous autograph sessions at the main stage.
Hey Senryu, who's your friend? I like his cosplay. I'm cosplaying Joy Johnson Jokima. I was gonna win the Coven cosplay contest for sure. Be sure to practice something. Wait a minute, you're Gerard the Necromancer, aren't you? You used to date Joy, you lucky duck. Can you give me tips on how to be the best Joy I can be? What would she like as a romantic partner? I can give you every dark, sordid detail, but break up if you like. Yeah, that'd be great. I was worried I'd be crossing the line by asking that. But if you're cool with it, then whew.
Gerard clearly needs to be saved from himself, and Nico's not going to be of any help. How can you get his mind off Joy? You pull Gerard away and enter him into a speed dating event happening in the community zone. Hi, I'm Rupert. What's your name? Cool. I like your hair. It reminds me of Sebastian McCallis. Are you a Black Butler fan? It's super neat. I'll explain the entire plot to you. In Seal Phantom Hive becomes the Queen's watchdog when...
Oops, look at the time. I gotta go pretend to get myself move to the next person.
Uh,
Excuse you, it's not time for you to get a piece of me yet. Wait your turn. And oh, spells that will make your skeleton dance. Ugh, wasp. Okay, let's get it. What can you say? Because that one's a shadow.
Uh, wouldn't know about that.
Rule number one. We only shower once a month. Preserve our body's natural life.
Maybe Gerard has suffered enough. You'd better make sure his next speed date is a good one.
Why are you participating in this shit show? Reader, I like visual novels a lot.
Wait, was that a smile on his face? It's gone as soon as it's here, but you'll take the win. You gain 2 charm and lose 2 fun for being in any sort of proximity to a person who doesn't shower more than at least once a week.
I wouldn't know anything about being around people who don't shower enough.
Oh yeah, shut up. Yo, clown! Finally! Honk honk. Well, I am on my fun grind set, so I'll go to the con. Or the fun zone. There's a Smash Your Bros tournament going on at the community zone. You sign up because love always trumps violence. The match involves 8 players and things get horny and confusing quite fast. In the end, it's very hard to tell who actually won, but you all surely gain +2 fun in the process. Later, you and April take a stroll around the merch hall. You've done it dozens of times already, but it now is just you two, so it's almost kinda romantic. Oh, Bask, look at that Vocaloid statue. Let's take a picture with it. April pulls out her phone to snap a selfie, but then she gets a call that makes her face turn white. She takes a deep breath before answering it. Hi, Mother. Why are you calling me?
Good afternoon, darling. What a privilege to finally hear your voice. Are you aware that you've missed my last 6 calls?
Sorry, I haven't been checking my phone much while I'm at the con.
Is that so? I thought you were always on the phone. Job of yours.
I can hear quotation marks over the phone, Mother.
I can also hear my disappointment that you leaving the search for whatever stringing Minecraft is.
With all due respect, Mother, I really don't want to have this argument again. Maybe.
Argument requires 2 opposing viewpoints with some degree of validity, my dear. As it may, I called you today to make sure you register your clown egg.
Clown egg? Oh, yeah, it's traditional for clowns to paint their signature makeup on an egg and submit it to the clown egg registry so no one copies their look.
Telling me that? I'm not the one who dropped our noble path for no discernible good reason.
No, Mother, I was explaining it to Bask.
Who is that? It better not be some new lover of yours. You know, your father and I could never approve of using a non-clown. If you really are ready to begin courting, you should have talked to me. I can arrange you a chaperone date with Buffo from Sirte Pagachi.
Yeah, and I'm a clown. I'm ready. What? You can't marry me off to Buffo? He smells like eggs and he honks when he breathes. Big yikes, you can't pursue April if she's unhappily married. So it looks like you need to show her mom that you're a viable suitor. But how? Yeah, I called Liam last time, so I'd have to do the 80s video dating service. You two go to the circus tent where April grew up, and after some perfunctory greetings, you roll your tape and get ready to dazzle your mom with her raw with my. You get ready to dazzle her mom with your raw charisma. Hello, beautiful. Are you the one who's gonna show me a night of wonders? Will you grab my heart and juggle it with both hands? I'm a sensitive soul who's just looking for love. I like go-getters, fun lovers, date-havers, anyone who looks at me twice, really. If you like what you see, call the number at the bottom of the screen, please.
Using with a hilariously pathetic soul.
So, you liked it?
Certainly, you remind me of my husband. He was so cute when we met, so miserably pathetic. Our daughter here gets her patheticism from his side, you know.
What?
See now, Bas, you would make a good match for my daughter.
Does that mean Buffalo's off the table?
Foul-smelling fruit.
Mother, I don't know what to say.
I still need to fry the rubber chicken.
With a sigh of relief, you two say goodbye to April's mom and head back to the con. Thank you so much for helping me deal with her, Bas. How can I make it up to you? Oh, I know. I'll give you another favor to do for me. Can you please take my clown egg to the registry? Mother will kill me if I put it off any longer, but I'm scheduled to do a stream soon. Thanks. She gives you the egg, kisses you on the cheek, and flounces off. You'll never wash your face again. You gain 2 charm and lose 2 creativity. Oh, I guess it's just you and me now, little buddy.
Pick a box. Any box.
I don't, actually. I mean, technically, I only agreed to first 4 bugs. And also, more bugs will probably just cancel each other out, ultimately. I'm contractually only obliged to give myself one if I get bugs. True. Three bugs, but we don't have a fourth. Yummy. Give me a bug. Yeah, I'll eat it. I'll throat it. The battle beetle. Okay. So my stats are random now.
Shy, pick a box before the CSP gets there. That's the one.
True. More bugs. The combat ant. Everyone's attacks are affected by everyone's choices. You must cooperate now. Oh, that's a cool bug. I like that bug. No, I think it's whatever choices and locations we pick affects everyone.
Welcome back, Dollface.
Give me a bug. And now the battle beetle affects me in no way whatsoever. And the combat ant doesn't really affect me either.
You just infect everyone else with your choices now.
True.
What they say, life is like a biscuit box. Use all your money and all you get is random crap.
Oh, I like this. You feel a surge of creative inspiration and rush to work on your comic. What genius will your friend create today? Brainstorm and find out.
Rent the lamest office party ever. As the free spirit you are, you choose a huge red activity and have a good time no matter what. Give someone the side eye as a form of accepted social violence.
Wow.
It's not one, but 4 amazing events. Which one will you attend?
Time to get back to the con. How? We're all sexy maxing now. You buy a cool t-shirt which features the entire JoJo family tree. Needless to say, it's several sizes too big for you. The kawaii eyes. You go back to the stand to return it, but the vendor doesn't take refunds. Unacceptable. What he can give you is a free JoJo pose. You take it. It forces the limits of your flexibility, but you gain +2 charm from striking such a pose. You, Liam, Omen, and Doug are wandering the merch hall looking for the stupidest t-shirts to gift your friends back home when... Oh,
Riveting chronicle about adventures on Super Vacuum Cleaner. I would sooner spend my money on a leisurely root canal. Be gone from me.
but Omen's money and her leisurely root canal are put at risk when a mugger jumps out and holds you all at gunpoint. Give me all your valuables or get ready to die. Yeah.
No, thank you. Can I stab this man, Liam?
No, that will corrupt your redemption arc. Just give him your valuables. They're not risking our lives.
Bought this limited edition Goku Tamagotchi. I'd be willing to pay $100 for it.
Fuck that! I don't want your wallets, or your jewelry, or even your Tamagotchis. I'll kill you if you can't offer me something truly valuable, like a fanzine about vacuum cleaners or superpowers. Oh, God. Actually, I'll only accept one copy from each person here who doesn't want to die. Guys, this is a scam. The robber and the giant seller are obviously in on this together.
Liam, you idiot, don't you see? The criminal is demanding a very rare, very specific valuable that we happen to have available in our vicinity. Lucky I was here to notice the golden opportunity. Now, let us seize it.
You'd better think of a way to avoid being mugged that doesn't involve buying a shitty band scene about vacuum cleaners. It would be pretty base to stab the mugger, but it might not be very sexy. Yeah, but stabbing is always bold, usually, which would make Sen happy.
I don't know if calling super vacuum cleaner is sexy, though.
Yeah, that's probably smart, or fun.
We're going to stab the mugger ourselves, because I am not in... Well, I am in the middle of the redemption arc, but I'm not really taking it too seriously.
How come you didn't think of that before? You proceed to stab the robber.
Hey, you can't just stab my mugger. You know how hard it was to hire a fake mugger on Craigslist? Oh, well, it's okay for a necro to stab people because they aren't going through redemption. I think I get it.
Omen, do you understand that show does not make it okay to stab people?
No, I don't.
Well, it's not. For starters, stabbing people is against the law.
Oh no, is Necro going to jail?
Considering how many crimes I've seen Necro get away with, I doubt it. Congoers walk around the unconscious bleeding mugger, some stopping to take pictures. They probably think it's some sort of cosplay performance.
I mean, when I have someone I get a prison in an Iron Maiden for more than a century, but when Necro does it, it's just a quirky little thing.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta admit, when men stab people, they seem to be silly and cute.
Omen stares at you. You give your best, oopsie, I just stabbed someone face. The same one that has got you out of countless murder charges.
Oopsie.
I think I guess this is what one might call a silly and cute. You'll have to teach me that face.
Please don't. You gain 2 boldness for being a silly little psychopath, but lose 2 fun. Sen is not very fun at all.
Let's go take
You cannot affect me, for I am anarchy. You sit down to watch a panel on how to break the ice and make friends at cons. The panelist admits they have no idea. They hope by hosting a panel would force them into being more social. What an honest fella. During the Q&A, a group asked the panelists if they want to join them for some dinner and drinks. It did work. You gain 2 smarts for learning this cool trick to break the ice. Next year you may have to host a panel yourself. Later you attend a panel being hosted by the creators of a recently popular fanfic called Liam Prom.
Let's go. Louis, author of Liam Prom. Next to me is the inspiration behind K-pop star Liam, photographer Liam, love Liam, and countless other Liams.
Thank you for having me. Just in case anyone was wondering, my name is Liam.
So,
Well, I always had the nagging suspicion that I'd be someone's muse someday.
Hey, you didn't think that you'd be portrayed as a sexy panini press.
No, I can't say I expected that. But in a way, I feel like being portrayed by a multitude of characters gives better insight into my multifaceted personality.
Sure, and it gives me a chance to answer the eternal question. Would a centaur Liam also wear a man bun?
The panel continues, and you learn more about fictional Liam tropes than you ever thought it was possible to know. While Zoe is dissecting buff Liam's diet and workout plan, you hear Doug whispering in your ear. Crap, he blew your usual strategy at panels. Come up with a good question for Liam and Zoe.
Conceptualizing a universe full of Liams was a challenge in and of itself. I mean, most of society has a hard time dealing with just
Hey! Hey!
how do Liam's elected governor when every Liam thinks he's the smartest person in the room, even when he isn't?
Sometimes I am.
Would being Liam allow all the Liams to put up with each other's failures, live together in harmony? Or would they irritate each other to the point of mutually assured destruction?
Hey!
Personally, I believe that the Liam's commitment to the democracy, fine art, and disdain for fashionable hairstyles unites them, even as their insufferability tries to tear them apart.
Oops, all Liam.
Wow, really got all of
Hey, so remember, lore is only important if you can use it to write a gripping main plot, which in my case is usually making the Liam's fun.
The audience murmurs in aroused agreement. You gain 2 smarts for learning too much about Liam Prom background info, but lose 2 boldness. Oh! Oh! It's all anarchy, isn't it? Well, it doesn't matter, so I'll go to the best place, the hotel. You head to the front desk of the hotel to ask for an extra towel. They give you one. You're drunk with power, so you decide to test how many extra towels you can ask for before they tell you to stop. You manage to get 14 extra towels. Huh, what can one do with this many towels? You only needed one. You decide to buy a towel fort in your hotel room. You gain 2 creativity from such a magnificent architectural endeavor. You stop to chat with little April, which is what you've been calling the clown egg that April made the mistake of trusting you with. And that's why Cars 3 is the best installment of the franchise. You agree, don't you, little April? Hey, Bask, who are you talking to? Nobody. Definitely not a smaller, more delicate version of you. Okay, silly goose. I wanted to ask if you wanted to get a bite to eat. My treat. April 1st, just the hardworking starlet we were hoping to see. What are you doing out here?
should be using your downtime between photographing sessions to practice signature. Chop chop.
I was actually going to get lunch with Bask if it's okay with you, Miss Managers. Her? Please don't tell me you two are on a date. Dating is a violation of your contract.
Having a romantic partner would be terrible for your brand. It makes it hard to develop parasocial relationships with you.
Maybe that's a good thing?
Wrong. But I do sympathize with you, April. It must be difficult knowing that your contract is forever binding and you're going to die alone. There.
When does it stop hurting? Never, silly. But you know, Marla, there might be a way to make April happy and make us money. If she dated another hot, trendy musician, her popularity might go up. What?
That's not a bad idea. Perhaps we could set April up on a highly publicized date of Priscilla Bronte.
I can't date Priscilla Bronte. I've never even met her. This isn't good. There's got to be a way to put an end to April's manager's celebrity power couple scene before it begins. Alright, PowerPoint time. Thank God you already made one of these in case this sort of situation ever arose. You whip out your laptop and start the presentation. Tell me if this has ever happened to you. So you're a career woman forced to manage a temperamental starlet who can't keep it in her skirt long enough to do her job. It's better be good, Bast, or you'll meet the gun I keep in this skirt. Oh, she got trapped? She got that blicky on her? You may be tempted to pacify your starlet by pairing her up with the latest vapid pop star.
April just has guns everywhere.
That's probably also true. Based. Based, actually. But I urge you to consider our new celebrity dating service instead. Just some random fucker, TM. Just some random fucker, TM. Only demands half the maintenance costs, and it often accepts payment and just happy to be here. Ooh, I like an unpaid intern. I like the sound of that.
It would certainly be cheaper than renting out Dylan's romantic attention. But we'll still need to set some ground rules between you and April.
Right, you didn't think we'd just let you run off with our sweet, adorable financial asset without any oversight, did you?
One, you're never to monopolize April's time. She cannot be late to any of her concerts, streams, rehearsals, public appearances, or legally required bathroom breaks.
Legally required?
Two, if you and April break up, you're entitled to an anomaly-esque share of your estate or unfortunately writes a breakup song about you that hits double platinum. Three, you and April are never to do anything that would result in appropriation during your sexual encounter. I love pregnancy encounters, and I'm not taking any chances.
No, true. So is anal still on the table then? Sure, it's like they say, life's a little too short to not do a little butt stuff. After you agree to the rules and sign some contracts, April's managers finally leave you all alone. Nice work covering for us back there. I guess I owe you a real nice lunch now, huh? The date's back on. You gain 2 creativity for the presentation, but lose 2 charm. Everybody choose an object. I choose a magic 8-ball. That sounds more like a being, actually. I'm what you've done. I am your Frankenstein's monster. Yeah. You could also just. Do you also choose a magic 8 ball? Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's a tragic 8 ball, but that's not what I choose.
Yeah.
That's a magic 8 ball that only gives you bad news.
True.
I'll choose, let's say, tarot cards deck.
I'll choose a pair of dice.
So,
Hmm. I mean, all of these sound pretty interesting, to be honest.
yeah, they're all instruments of chance.
Yeah. Two are objects of divination, while as dice aren't necessarily have a divination connotation. But, like, what if they're magic dice? What if they're the two dice that are on the random option?
Well, we'll disagree with you, Matt. Dice are part of divination. That's why they call it rolling the dice.
Okay, that's true. But I still feel like they're all similar enough to necessitate random. A bit weirder, but they're still one set, so.
Yeah,
Mostly, I think Matt should go first because then we can get our stats and align with it something and actually not be triggered by random chance.
You chose this, Sen. You chose this. You made me
I
this.
chose you to go first, and I picked you.
No, I want random. I want anarchy. I want anarchy.
True, there is a pair of dice that collect dice points in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
when
It doesn't matter. You're still going to be horribly messed up regardless.
just
That doesn't. You're still going to have your stats garbled because they're not getting ungarbled ever. Hmm. Well, I think my only rebound for our 100% option here is to try and get normal April ending. Le- um.
we sure.
What? You want to live with me?
No, you don't. And then, how's the experience of sharing an apartment going? I heard you're living with Roman these days, right?
Yes, I am. I'm her sponsor in the Redemption Arc program. And since she was in prison for more than a century, and, well, she had nowhere to go. The plan is she'll eventually find a place of her own, but until then she can crash with me.
I can't help but wonder, how is it going so far?
Well, it's not that different from giving a stray cat a home. If the stray cat somehow knew how to operate a chainsaw.
Yeah, that does sound like an
Still, like with a stray cat, it doesn't matter that the cat has trust issues and is prone to wreak havoc. You still try to make him feel at home. I've tried to curry Omen's favor by astounding her with my superior cuisine, and she seems to have a less refined palate. After some trial and error, I've learned she has a soft spot for hot dogs. So, hot dogs it is. Yo, Omen wants that glizzy in her?
Exterior of yours.
Yeah, open, light green, purple.
You're wrong.
In any case, I'm sure you get
I do. I just hope Omen can learn that there's a better way of doing things other than murder and evil. It is heartwarming to see Liam take his sponsor role so seriously and care this much for another person. He seems to really understand the importance of redemption. I go sit with Clown. I don't think I've ever actually sat with April much, so streaming channel. Oh, I love having the channel. I mean, what's not to love about broadcasting a sizable chunk of your life for everyone to see? Is that a bit of sarcasm I hear? No, it's actually irony. Different stuff. Fun fact, did you know that sarcasm comes from the idea of tearing flesh like a dog? But I was just kidding. Personally, and public spheres colliding violently is a professional hazard for influencers. Influencers, yeah. So it's a common practice to create a bit of a persona so you feel you're not giving that much of yourself up. Makes sense. Well, it's something you can tell me in confidence that is not out there for the audience. Well, for starters, my name, right? Some fans actually believe First is my last name. Wait, it isn't? Oh, that's hilarious. Of course it isn't, you silly goose. It's just a funny pun to make my brand easier to remember. Then, what about April? But, no, April is for real. Why would I change my full name? To evade the authorities? You're hilarious, Bask. Well, anyhow, another thing that's not so well known is that besides Prism games, I love competitive stuff from shooters to fighting games. Anything that allows me to kick your ass, essentially. Huh? Really? Well, you tend to play cozy games in your streams. Well, yeah, it's just that I get really competitive and my company says it's not on brand. It can get really nasty very fast, and I'm bad at controlling myself once I'm out for blood. And Mama doesn't want her account to get suspended. Honk. I still play that stuff just on my secondary account, and never on my channel. Well, would you play with me sometime? Sure, I just hope you have a high resilience to humiliation, honey. And so you spend the rest of the night playing some competitive games. April does in fact sweep the floor with you. It's kind of sexy. You are very creative. You and Gerard have a great game night. Because Gerard loves to revel in misery, you suggest the most agonizing, inducing board game there is. Monopoly. It turns out Gerard can be uber competitive. 2 hours, thousands of Monopoly dollars, and one wild punch later, he's crowned the victor. It warms your heart to see him smile for once, even at the expense of your fake capitalist empire. I'm not sure about that for the cat. It's almost time to find a date, but first, it's almost time to publish your comic. Now's your chance for one final brainstorming session to polish it.
Which of these situations would embarrass you the most? Well, there is one bracket.
But you'd only kiss a horse on purpose. Got it.
I would never kiss a horse.
I received a letter that could change everything. I want the Russian roulette team. I want Russian roulette! Well, stop it. Be faster. Well, Necro, you're very creative, but literally nothing else. What's Necro's title? That checks out. We're basically all going to have negative titles, except Sen, maybe. You're chilling at the hotel room with nothing to do, looking around for cheap entertainment. You notice April's purse hanging from a chair. Will you dare to violate the sanctity of an idol's purse? Of course you will! You grab the purse, open it, and... Oh no. No way! This is too horrible to describe. Don't count on me to utter these words. Here, have true creativity and go imagine it on your own. I'm out. We're all very creative, actually. Afterwards, you've walked through the courtyard with Liam when, horrors of horrors, someone recognizes him. Hey, dude, nice Liam Prom cosplay. Really authentic. Great, another Liam Prom fan. Well, yes, of course. When Zoe came to me and asked to use my likeness in her next big fanfic, I was more than happy to oblige. But now, I feel a little conflicted about it. It seems like everyone knows me. Everyone has some piece of me that I didn't mean to give them. I'm left asking myself what's left of me that's just for me, you know? What do I have that even sets me apart from my impersonators? Something that makes me the one true Liam. Well, you're pretty sure this is the kind of problem that only the original Liam could have, but that isn't a very satisfying answer. Cheer Liam up by suggesting something that makes him completely unique. Alright, I can get behind that. I've reinvented myself many times before. I was La de Leon during my stint in a K-pop band. That was an interesting time. I was also briefly Leonore de Lioncourt when I was experimenting with gender expression. It didn't stick, but it was very enlightening.
Also
I wasn't going to bring that one up, but yes. Anyways, let's get serious about this new Brandon persona. We need to determine his looks, his passion, what makes him tick. After an hour of character work, you and Liam tracked down some of your friends to debut his new personality. No, see, look at Necro's creativity. Yeah, they can get it done. I don't know. It's also two people who are both very creative doing it. Wait, you should know that I'm no longer Liam. From now on, call me Brandon. Brandon the Vampire.
But so you want to go to lunch with us?
Yes, as long as we go somewhere that serves pickles. Pickles are one of my favorite foods. I thought you hated pickles. It's true that Liam de Lioncourt would never have allowed a pickle to pass his lips, but Brandon the Vampire has no such reservations. Pickle me. That seems dumb, but hey, whatever floats your weird little boat.
Brenda's dog, it's Brendan.
Brandon.
Alright, sorry.
It seems like Brandon's really getting into his new persona. You're not sure how he's gonna force himself to eat pickles, but at least he's happy. You gain 2 creativity for helping to invent Brandon's personality, but lose 2 boldness for not mentioning murder directly. Now let's shake the bag a little, and let's go to the expo. You're having a great time at the con, so you decide to tell the world by tweeting. Having a great time at the con. Good one. Unfortunately, that's enough bait for an online troll to reply, "You're a dumb fuck. Whatever happened to online etiquette?" You're not gonna let him ruin your day, so you engage in a spirited but respectful debate with him. After a while, the troll writes, "Sure, my mistake. You're a fucking dumb fuck." You're definitely embarking on a journey of revenge when the con's over. You gain 2 boldness from not backing down from an online fight. Later, you and 8 plus Clown Eggs are having one of your now frequent heart-to-heart chats. Can I tell you a secret, little April? I think I'm really starting to like Big April. And this might be crazy, but I think she likes me, too. But you can't tell her, okay? Not even with the telepathic connection I'm convinced you two share. Then your alarm goes off. April's done with work for today. You stuff little April in your pocket and run up to meet with her big sister. Hi, Bask. It's great to see you. What do you want to do now that I'm free? Whatever you feel like. I just hope nobody tries to split us up this time. Gosh, same. How crazy would it be if that happened again? Who would even try to come between us now? A jealous ex, or maybe the government? Well, anyways, I was thinking we could...
Hey, April, I've been looking all over for you. I need this guy that you passed. Hey.
Huh? Since when did you like to play matchmaker, Nico?
Just right now. Think my planet is so sophisticated.
And I'm the visionary. Hola, my sweet tropical flower. Let me lap myself around your gorgeous, delicate throat. You're joking, right? Damn, little April. Should have known there'd be another bump in the road and making Big April mine. What the heck, Bast? I thought you registered my clown 8 days ago. Instead, you're just talking to it? That's so creepy.
Seems like a bad time.
Yikes, the psychosexual attachment you formed with little April seems to be freaking out Big April. Is there any way you can smooth this over and still get the girl? I think I tried the abandonment thing, so I will try the not creepy at all thing. The painted eggs that look like all my friends. No, I think it's creative. Oh, it's fun. What the fuck was the other one then? Well, whatever. Failure is in fact a win condition here. Because I didn't need to succeed here. What? Yeah, it's my thing. Check it out. Meet little Liam. I tell him all my cringiest opinions that big Liam couldn't handle. Yo! Where did you get this? Did Liam also ask you to take it to the clown registry? That would make sense. Liam is a bit of a clown. No, each egg has its own unique, zany story of how it came to join my collection. Like little Zoe here. Isn't she cute? Cute? How many of these do you have? Do Liam and Zoe know about their eggs? No, and you can't tell them. They wouldn't understand my hobby the way you do. I'm not sure that I do understand it. This is so creepy. I can't believe I fell for another weirdo. I ought to just quit dating when I'm ahead. Wait, you fell for me? I did, but that ship sailed. Stay the fuck away from me, egghead. I mean, we need some time apart. Far apart. Honk honk.
That'll be funny if you still get the
It will be. Party. Con after party. She's gone. You try venting to little April about it, but it only makes you more ashamed. You lose too fun. You're sitting at the main stage for a panel titled, "Oh, Dating Sim's Back." The stage is empty. After a few minutes, a shy-looking guy approaches the mic and says, "They're not, because they never left to begin with." Yay! The audience goes crazy. Crazy for dating sims. You learn 2 months of learning about dating sims and will never stop being cool. After you and Gerard meet up to hang out, you two have been growing closer lately. Maybe today you finally take things a step forward.
Oh, foul moon. Oh, blackest night. How is your wind and cold starlight?
Don't mind that. Reciting sad poetry and crying is just Gerard's love language, you think. Like dating you, maybe.
Like mastering oceanomics, cold surprise and hope, just so I can boycott the ceremony.
And dating you, maybe.
And down at
No!
You can't hold the grudge against love.
Wrong.
I can't hold a grudge. And you know who you're talking
He's got you there, but you still refuse to give up. It's it's no secret Gerard's not a romantic, but surely there's a gloomy, emo dating experience out there that even he would enjoy, like... I regret not being Gerard. It would be so based. I love this man. Heh.
really sinning after my own heart sin.
You two go to a nice restaurant and scope out the sappiest couple in the dining room. Hmm? Alice, I'm so lucky to know you. You're the most beautiful, talented, wonderful woman I've ever met.
Oh, Taffy, you're the light of my life. Happy 6-month anniversary, my goofy goddess.
Just 6 months.
Alice is just so perfect. She's so sweet to me. She always cheers me up. She cuddles me every morning. I'm more of a dog person, actually.
A song? Wow. How wait, what?
We're out of here. You don't even deserve to hear Alice's beautiful song.
Say 4 chords for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I can't.
Alice and Taffy storm out, leaving you and Gerard to nab their table and nibble at their leftovers.
We're sorta getting Does that mean this is a date? Push it. Don't push it.
Too late. You and Gerard have a lovely sort of date, but not quite. You gain 2 smarts and lose 2 fun. You should have gained fun. You did a public service. I feel like most people would hate if people sung a love song in public. Obviously. Well, we'll try April, and if I fail, that's also winning, actually. Let's check up on our comic. Finally, the art gang gathers around to put the final pieces of your great masterpiece together. And you're the dumbass. Time to see the fruits of your labor. Cottage Silk revolves around Bruce, a humble young man who finds himself trapped in the entanglements of high society. This all starts when he's hired by a rich family as their new fork provider. This family is known throughout the region as They have a reputation for pecuniary origin of their riches, officially owning the patents for several metaphors. All sorts of problems will blossom due to Bruce's humble upbringing as he struggles to learn the ways of the wealthy. His first challenge will be learning complex etiquette for giving someone the side eye, a popular activity among the rich. Luckily, he will be tutored by the family's heir, Sasha, and lo and behold, educating Bruce will be the seed that blossoms into a forbidden romance. If it wasn't enough, Sasha is already betrothed to the beautiful Marla, even though they seem to have incompatible natures. Still, Sasha is expected to announce his upcoming wedding to Marla during the biggest social event of the year, the end of winter purge night. Bruce will need to work hard and earn an invitation to the prestigious event, but little did he know, love is never a simple thing.
Consider gossip the lustful way in which our friend Sasha here gets lost at the sight of the new book provider. I would bet anything that he dreams of losing his breath in that damn strong embrace.
Oh. Yifang, I see you found yourself filled with leisure, and if you had to turn to my life for your latest entertainment...
Yes, scandal seems to be woven deep into your lineage, isn't it? Please allow me to exist in a novel I'm writing, my friend. I will use a different name for it.
You wouldn't. And yet, I must admit, my life has been brimming with dream as of late.
Pour your drink on your own fire. I was given this letter last week. It's for you.
This cannot be. I have been accepted into the National Russian roulette team. Olympics, here I come. Another threat to complicate this cobweb even more. Can love ever be a simple thing? You finally... Oh, I'm a box escapist. Real. You finally gather your courage and ask April to go to the con after party with you. Oh, Bask. Oh my god, we have to reject her now. How do we do that? This is terrible. She's gonna start crying and then I'll start crying. Oh, no, she's on to us now. We gotta do something quick. Let's kill her off and end her suffering. I gotta go. The point of rejection is too much to bear, so you just pretend it never happened. You pretend so hard that whenever someone asks how the con was, you just say, "What con? I've never been to a con." You get so addicted to denial that you start denying everything. You deny ever being at a con, at a road trip, and a summer camp, even Spooky Academy. Wow, you basically erased our entire franchise out of spite. Thanks. No, it's based, actually, because I love denying. The not bright. You finally gather your courage and ask Liam to go to the con after party with you. Well, I commend you for your good taste, but I can't. You see, after Liam Prom, I've become a somewhat popular figure at this con. In order to avoid the public eye, I'll have to attend incognito.
So we can avoid the public eye together.
No offense, Necro, but you're not well known for your discretion. Sorry, but no. As soon as you're rejected, you literally feel heartbroken, as in your heart is shattered and shards are jiggling in your chest. True. Is this the failure era? You go to the doctor, who tells you have a very rare and often heart condition. It's called necro heart. You spend the rest of your life hearing that annoying jiggling sound. Guess you should have done more cardio before getting rejected. You didn't ask any of your friends to go to the con party with you, because you've already got your eyes on a grumpy emo boy.
If you go, I'll ask you.
The con after party was okay, you guess. Just kidding. It rocked. You and Gerard had some drinks, talked about his feelings a lot, and you even got him doing an awkward little bounce on the dance floor. When he dropped you off at the end of the night, he was forced to admit that the party was a lot less terrible than he thought it would be. And then he kissed you, which was not terrible at all. Swoon. Wowie zowie. Me and Necro are both losers. I didn't learn anything. I just learned I can't talk to clowns anymore. If I want to min-max, which I do, because I'm a sweat lord.
Once this ending is over, we're gonna wrap up our stream, start it, maybe take a break.
Yeah, that seems good. A little break. I'll probably just split the recording, though. Keep the stream up. So that one guy in my chat, they're probably, yeah, hi, ah, God, it's fine.
We actually have viewers this time.
We very well might. Hold up, let me check. I got one. Theoretically. I'm not quite sure what the viewer icon means. It's weird and quantumal. But theoretically, I have a viewer. Theoretically.
Yippee.
Is it me?
Uh, could be. I don't know. Are you looking at my stream right this very second? Then, hello, viewer. Welcome to, break hours. Anyways, I'm gonna go take a break. So we'd be back at X50. I mean, I don't think time zone is that bad of a dox, but you know.
I live in Jigoku. I would like to try that.
I technically only experience time in comparison to this reality, so there is no time. So, any time zone that I take ownership of is not indicative of my actual positioning, which is nowhere. Same, though!
I'll be here. I'll just yap to myself, I suppose.
Yeah, tell the viewers a story. Well, don't you?
Oh man.
Tuck them into bed. I would feel like the concept of an Eggman would be more comparable to a Milkman, but no, it isn't. Not your concept. Oh, be an ovipositor. Fascinating. Or if you're very bold, you can just stick your hand in there and grab it.
So there I was, sitting in a litter bin with a still smoking cigarette into the road. The 12-year-old Timmy wanders out into the street, takes one drag, gets instant super cancer, and that's when I saw him. Barreling down the road in his Larry Jenkins, child took out poor Timmy, the 12-year-old, before I could so much as. This was Larry's fifth arrest for vehicular manslaughter of a 12-year-old child. I don't know how he keeps getting out of jail. Larry cites, quote, good behavior, as there are no children or vehicles with which to slaughter them in jail. And I don't quite buy it. Child basher guilty and he got the chick. Demons say that they can still feel magic stealing through school zones on a regular basis. See? I don't know. Attorneys present and dressed him as Mr. Child Bastard Jenkins in court. Something new every day, I suppose.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. How did he go to hell before getting the electric chair? Fascinating.
Story just like
There are many such circumstances.
Hold on. Have some brains.
I could recite a poetry.
Yeah.
Hold up, let me go to my poetry. I have to open up Google Docs.
No, it'll Google Docs you.
It's fine.
Necro you, check. I could wait for, I think I'm gonna put an annual Shinigami lowdown where I can maybe see other versions of myself.
Damn it, it's hard to find a good poem to recite. I'm usually not, it's just tricky.
It can be sometimes something too personal for the internet.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is baller. Alright. An emptiness. Walking through familiar rooms. Devoid and grey. Fog lingering. Rot spreading. Through the floors and the walls and the ceiling too. Everything is rotting. Bogged with entropy. Inevitable decay. A promise from the universe. Of death, then dissolution. There's nothing you can do to stop it, to avoid it, to run away from it. So instead, face it. Stare into oblivion. And reject the idea that just because you'll fade away, you can't do anything of worth.
I like the art style of that.
Do you now?
Yeah, we Reapers like edgy stuff like that. I mean, I love Limp Bizkit.
Damn.
Oh,
Oh, yeah? I don't want to be eaten. Or is it a buffet for clowns? Or a buffet by clowns?
You know, it'll become apparent when Mustard for Lunch chooses album cover. It might be an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Hmm. Fascinating. Fascinating.
Indie church band for the local state church that we go to. They're all dead, so up to the world of living. But
It's fine.
one day I have to go to the mortal realm my trumpet player and guitarist, and then we can perhaps record.
You gotta get on that trend of making a song.
Well, just being in a band that plays at a serpentine themed religious location, yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah, we play ska and we spread the word
Sneezes nice.
the serpentine savior and the unholy mongoose.
Fascinating. Darn. Looks like we're going to have to delay the break until, like, later. Something like that. I escape. I escape. Yeah. Oh, so hi, I'm back.